Fox 2 News here with President George Bush doing an exclusive interview. How are you, Mr. President?
I'm very good. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure is ours. Let's talk about the beginning of your presidency. September 11th, 2001, 9/11 occurred. What went through your mind?
That was a tragic day in this nation's history. It was a horrible act of terror, and I believe we dealt with those terrorists effectively.
In the long run, what do you think 9/11 did for the country?
It definitely raised security standards and in this country, locking down the borders. Also brought a heightened sense of national unity and patriotism.
In 2001 of October, you declared war in Afghanistan. People say that the reason behind that was because of 9/11. What do you have to say about that?
I completely agree. I believe we went in there because we knew that Al-Qaeda and Taliban were behind the attacks, and we thought they were located in those countries.
The Patriot Act of 2001, also in October, what were your reasons behind establishing that act?
The people really wanted that act, and the government is for the people, so I made that controversial act.
No Child Left Behind law, you put that in 2002. Your family was very educated. You and your dad both attended Yale University. Can you talk about why you established that law?
It was really our commitment and promise to the children of this great country that we're going to make sure they have the education to be successful in this country.
In 2003, you decided to declare war on Iraq. Many people questioned it. Can you elaborate why you decided to do that?
Well, we knew that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction, and I still believe that they do. So it was important for us to find those weapons and to make sure they weren't going to harm anybody.
Obviously, going back to September 11, 2001, 9/11, that made us concerned for our homeland security. Is that why you input the system, Homeland Security, in 2002?
Yeah, we made the Department of Homeland Security for the purpose of locking down our borders, make sure people could live in this country and feel safe about it.
Now, in 2004, you ran for your second term. You won against John Kerry. Can you talk about that election first, please?
Yeah, it was a very close election, and I believe that we did the right campaigning tools to win it, and people made the right choice.
After the election, you decided to research the embryonic stem cell. Could you talk about what you found out from that?
It was very controversial. Morally, can't say I'm behind it, but it was needed to increase technology and further advance the education in America.
Now, Hurricane Katrina in 2005, that was a big natural disaster. It really did affect part of our country. What went through your mind when that disaster happened?
To be honest, I think I froze a little bit. I didn't do the things that are completely necessary, but overall, I think I helped lead America out of such a stressful time in our country, and we really recovered from that well, and people came together once again to help out.
Now, in 2006, Saddam Hussein, who we have been chasing for a very long time, we caught him. He was hung. He was executed. What do you have to say about that?
Justice was due. We knew he was behind the attacks of 9/11, and he killed many people and ruined many families, and I really believe that justice was brought.
Now, the Great Recession in 2008, that really hurt our economy bad. People say that it was your fault. What do you have to say to that?
Well, I mean, I thought I did what was necessary to help our country in its time of need, and obviously things took a turn for the worse, and we didn't really come out on top, but our economy did come back, and it happens every once in a while, and I believe that our economy